Check us out on social media and at the links in the bio.
Nice work, Jack. Good girl.
Well, I don't know if there's much better dog work than that. She picked that scent up about 40 yards back behind where she actually finally locked up. Did some nice tracking work and then locked up on that bird, and I walked in for the flush. I don't know if you're going to find anything better than that right there. Gotta love this. Nothing better than spring training.
This is some pretty solid dog work. It's not every day that you get 3 dogs on point on a grouse with 2 dogs back and get to come in and take pictures of each of the dogs while the bird's still holding for you. I'll say this, you'll see the dogs break here at the end. It's not perfect, but I'm guilty of breaking dogs once I get into position to shoot. And that's something that has worked for us, and I can tell you that it doesn't create busted birds. It also comes with part of the natural relocation process of training a dog on wild birds so that they can learn what that caution buffer is that they have to give the bird. So this was one of our second grouse contacts of the day, a pretty solid one.
Well, that's another grouse, and it's not every day you get to take pictures of all the dogs wild grouse is holding for you. But you want to talk about some pretty solid dog work? That's 3 dogs locked up till I got in here to flush, so that's pretty good.
Jack, whoa.
Don't know if you're going to be able to see that one, but old Mama Fee locked up on that one. And 2 birds actually came out of there. I was surprised. And this is a woodcock spot. And it is full of grouse today, so it's surprising, to be honest, but getting some pretty nice dog work, so yeah, hang with us, see if we can go find some woodcock.
Whoa.
That last bird is the kind of stuff that just drives me crazy, how that dog couldn't pick up on that bird. Now, granted, I will tell you that it was standing on a stump, and I think it was prepping to start drumming, but that bird should have been pointed. Now, that one, completely different story. Caesar got in there locked up, and I was working up, and it was in that deadfall. It was pretty wide open stuff, so I'm not surprised that bird got out of there pretty quick, but Caesar just locked up on that bird. Now, we were in this cut, I don't know, 45 minutes, maybe an hour. We just made a quick loop around it, and it was one I'd been scouting for a while. When we got done running this cut, we found 11 birds in about 45 minutes to an hour. Now, we had some pretty good dog work on a lot of those birds, but the footage just wasn't there. It was dogs on point, 70 yards over here. I'm walking through and I hear the bird go as I get there. That happens, right? Birds are cautious, but here at the end it was pretty funny. We got into a bunch of turkeys. Now we're going to transition over into second day of training. You can see conditions are a little different. And this is another day of checking out all new pins. And I had Buck and Bowen lock up on some birds for me here.
Whoa, Bowen, whoa, whoa.
Now we're going to transition over into the second half of our day, where we go out and chase some wild brookies in some wild places.
Well, tested the dry fly theory out in a tried and true pool where we can always catch a couple fish, give them to rise here. No go, so streamer fishing. It's not as colored up as I would like for streamer fishing, but water's definitely up, gin clear though. So we'll see if we can get some fish to move. Hang with us, see if we can get some streamer action.
I literally hate nymphing, but it's effective. So I'd started out throwing dries down at the bottom end, worked my way up, worked some streamers in some really good looking water. No fish, nothing productive. Water's still cold, so I get it. Then I went to a indicator rig, couldn't get anything to move on a nymphing system with an indicator rig. And finally, I get up here and I start high sticking in some faster moving water and caught a really nice brook trout up here. This is part of what we offer for our spring training days. So we will go out in the morning, put some dogs on the ground, and see if we can find some wild birds and work your dog on some wild birds. And then in the afternoon, we head out and you get a guided day of fly fishing after a lunch break. We'll base that on weather and things like that and plan a day around what you're looking for, but it's great to kind of split a day between working dogs and doing some fly fishing.
I don't know if I got that on camera or not. I hope I did. Pretty nice little brookie. Had that little hump in his back and kind of that fine jaw. So nice fish. Been dipping my way up through here. Ran like a indicator rig for a while, which I freaking hate doing, but it produces fish. So I went to a little check system. So see if we can pull some more fish out of this inside seam.
Hope everyone enjoyed the video. If you're interested in booking a day with us, you can check out our website. I will throw that in the description. And hopefully we have some more videos for you guys coming soon. Spring training season is upon us, and it's a great time to get a dog on wild birds. And man, that first season is worth $1 million.